Yo. Yo, 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 yo. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Okay. So let's get cooking here, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Shitcoin Summer. I hope you guys have been enjoying the increased content production level since I've been home for most of this month in August. There's been a ton of streams so far this month. We did 3 last week, plus we had the condensed stream, so that's 4 videos in 5 days, which is lots. So hope you guys are enjoying. I had a really good interview with Jade Cap, a good friend of mine, on Friday. Highly suggest you guys check that one out if you haven't yet. Great video with a great dude, multi-time 6-figure funded trader, 6-figure payouts from prop firms, all verifiable, the real deal. And we didn't even talk about the charts. It was purely just shooting the shit. But I think there was a lot of alpha in that video, just in terms of psychology, mindset, the grind, the journey, what it's like being a full-time trader, and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I much prefer doing those types of videos, interviews, podcast style, shooting the shit, than I do talking charts. I just find them more interesting. I find, the constant, because I'm interacting with someone, and I feel like I have a natural affinity for setting people up for good questions, and just having good back and forth and an easy conversation. Whereas these types of streams, it's just me talking to myself. I know I'm talking to you guys, but I'm really sitting in a room in my office talking to myself. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. More than happy to do more. If there's someone you'd like me to talk to, let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. But with that being said, we'll give a quick shout out to the sponsors of these videos, guys. As you guys know, I've been working with SmartX for 3 months now. Crazy how time flies. We've been doing 3 months of these shitcoin summer streams. What a good time to be doing them, because shitcoins have been basically the most interesting thing to trade over the last few months, especially over the last month. So if you guys have been following along on these videos, there's been some bags to be had. Harry Potter, Obama Sonic, 10 Inu went nuts. Unibot went nuts. Rollbit went nuts. A lot of coins that we charted, a month ago, 2 months ago, absolutely going gangbusters now. So pretty cool. So SmartX, thank you so much for sponsoring these streams. I hope they've been valuable to you guys, having that extra stream a week, getting some of your shit coins, your heaviest bags charted for you. I hope you're enjoying it. So if you want to support me, best way to do that is to support the people who are supporting me. So support SmartX. Best way to do that is use the platform. Get on there. They've got some of the highest APRs in crypto right now. So get over there, get farming. Some of the highest APRs in crypto. They're constantly iterating. Whether or not this is a bull market or not yet is, yet to be seen. Maybe we're still in a bear market. Maybe we're going to have another huge correction. But a company like this, in my opinion, is not going anywhere. Like I said, they got some of the highest APRs, but they're constantly iterating. Token just went deflationary. They're multi-chain now. As of today, they have published their own bridge. So they partnered with Wormhole Crypto. So now they have a bridge. So you can very easily and seamlessly transfer your SmartX between your SDEX token between different chains. So every day it seems like they have a new announcement, whether it's an exchange listing, a new partnership. They're just making shit happen. And so in terms of things I like to see in a project, that's it. Obviously, keep in mind, they are the sponsors of this video. So do your own research, as always, right? If you want to know more about the project, you want to know more about the token, about the platform, all that information is available in the links down below, their Telegram, their Twitter, their website, all that fun stuff. But thank you so much to the SmartX team for continuing to show me love and support. And with that out of the way, let's get into these shitcoins. Okay? Man, I love you, man, but fix the mic. You're too quiet and then way too loud in the same sentence. What if I do this? What if that's better? I don't know. Have to let me know. Okay. So today, guys, we're going to cover the usual suspects here. And then I posted a tweet yesterday. Let me know if this is any better on the mic, guys. I posted a tweet yesterday asking you guys to drop some tickers. So I'll hammer through as many of those as possible. I am going to be looking into some options for charting shitcoins, because obviously some of the shitcoins that you guys asked me to look at aren't on TradingView or aren't very good or easy to find on TradingView, but I know that they can be found other places. So I'll be looking for options. And if you have suggestions of better platforms to be doing my charting on, so I can just find some of these obscure pieces of shit coins that you guys are talking about, more than happy to take a look at your guys' suggestions. Okay. So real quick, we'll start at Bitcoin. So I've been short Bitcoin since back here. I did take a couple longs within this range, and I took a long just yesterday, but that got, it would have gotten stopped out, but I closed it just today when we started selling off because I didn't like how we put in the H12 SFP here. So I'm still in this swing short. I've brought my stop down from here to here, but we'll get rid of this for a moment, and let's just look at this from a range-bound perspective, right? We're still within this trading range here. Now, effectively, we're just dealing in the middle. So I've taken longs on, these moves down into the lows. So I took a long on this move. I think I caught this one as well. This one was posted in Telegram, stop, entry, target, all that stuff. But right now, I don't love how we're basically just sitting in the middle of the range here, right? And yeah, we had an H12 SFP here, but now we've had an H12 SFP in the other direction, right? So we had a bullish H12 SFP followed immediately by a bearish one. So to me, ideally, I'd like just a little bit of a cleaner view on things, Once we had the run of this low, I took the long because it made sense to me, bullish range, bullish SFP, but basically got nuked right away. So at this point, I would like to see price either above here or below here. So if we're below here and then we can reclaim, that would be a long I'm interested in. Obviously, if we sweep one of these lows and then get a bullish reaction, I would consider taking a long in that instance. But again, I'm not really interested in shorting in the middle of the range here. If we get some sort of fade up here, perhaps, but I'm already short from this 12-hour breaker right here that led to the weekly SFP. So if you go into my Telegram, You'll see this one. I posted it on Twitter too, right? But bearish SFP at the highs here. On the weekly, go down. Here's the 12-hour breaker, right? That caused that SFP right here. Literally just entered on the retrace after the market structure break, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to wait for the extremes of this range to play out. What I don't like, and one of the reasons I'm more than happy to continue to hold my short, is it seems pretty clear that the momentum here is waning, right? The trend is not as strong as it was, right? And you can see this because the higher highs are diminishing in amplitude, right? So we're still making higher highs, but they're less and less and less and less, right? So that is not really a sign of strength. Where's a good example? Same thing here, right? Diminishing strength here. A good example would probably be here. Similar to fuck off, piece of shit. Similar to this. Probably looks a little better on the lower time frame back here. But the strength of the trend is diminishing. So we could be setting up for, a large correction here if things don't get going soon. So the bulls really, in my opinion, have a very clear objective. And it's this supply zone here. As long as we're trading below 30,400, this looks like we trade down into here. That's my estimation. If we do not get above here, my estimation is that we're going to end up trading down into here at the very least. So bulls got some work to do, but in terms of day trading this, it's not been super clean, right? Like this is not super fun price action to trade. It doesn't mean you can't. There's been money to be made here. I took a couple trades in here, but in reality, we're in a 5% range. For the entire month of August, we've been in a 5% range, and any sort of move up gets instantly reversed. Any sort of move down gets instantly reversed. Move up, reversed, move up, reversed, move up, reverse, move up, reverse, move down, reverse. So is this going to just mean revert again? I don't know. But there's other markets to trade. There's better things to look at than staring at this until your eyes bleed, hoping that you get some sort of setup. In instances like this, zoom out, find your key levels, right? So for me, it's just looking at the range. I'll be interested to see if we get a reaction at the range low or the range high. Until then, I'm not really going to try and force any more trades in here because I feel like, I'm not really getting any sort of sustained movement in either direction. Volatility feels extremely low, and it is extremely low. And there's plenty of other things that I can be focusing on, including shitcoins, because, oh my God, some of the shitcoins we've charted in these streams have gone absolutely bonkers. So back in the start of July, I charted Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, and it went up like 3,000%. And I told myself I was going to buy some. I'm like, if it does this, I'm going to buy some. Didn't buy any. Unibot, right? Tons of cool stuff going on with Unibot. It's like a Telegram bot in which you can trade shitcoins very easily with. For a donkey like me, it's way easier than using a DEX. You use Unibot instead of the DEX. Pulls liquidity from the DEX, obviously. But to me, super easy to use. You use my ref link if you are going to use Unibot. But I charted it when it was at like $10. Now it's at 200. Same thing. I'm like, oh, this looks good. I would buy it here. Didn't buy any. So very disappointed because I've been sitting here trying to trade this bullshit, and there's shitcoins doing 100% returns every fucking day, it seems. So I'm going to try and reprioritize. I'm not saying I'm not going to be looking at this at all. But to me, the S&P has been cleaner. Euro USD has been cleaner. Gold has been cleaner. Shitcoins have been more fun. So, I feel like I'm trying to squeeze blood out of a stone, right? And there's the juice just ain't worth the squeeze. at this point. Ethereum, very much similar. I thought, okay, maybe we're going to get this move up. We have our range here. We have an MSB. We have a 12-hour sweep. Just nothing. Now, could we close today as another sweep here? Maybe. And if we do, right, if the daily is able to close above this low, 1833.41, it's got 5 minutes to do so. I don't really see that happening. So that, to me, looks like an internal bearish market structure shift, which makes me feel like this is also going to roll over. This was a bearish range, and to be honest, probably a better short would have been here, right? We're in a bearish range, H12 bearish SFP, H1 breaker, H1 MSB, right? Here's your breaker right there. Here is your market structure break right there. That's a better trade than the longs I've been trying to punt. So it is what it is, though. This does look heavy. And the longer we stay up here and not continue the uptrend, makes it more likely that we're going to get that pullback. Looking at the weekly, I think we come down into here. So similar to Bitcoin, right? I think we fill in this fair value gap, which is confluent with this weekly breaker. Ethereum is the same thing. I just ate so many Lana Del Tacos, guys. I apologize. Same thing for Ethereum. I think Ethereum comes down into here, 1740, 1750, if it does not break out. But, similar to Bitcoin, I want to wait for one of the extremes of this range to get interacted with before trying any sort of trade. Because I'm wasting my time and energy trying to trade this tiny ass fucking range that we've been in. So here's literally the start of August. This is an even tighter range than the Bitcoin range, right? So not really much doing there, guys. In terms of dollar, the US dollar shitcoin, this thing's bullish. Now, you go on Twitter, you tell me who was bullish on the dollar down here. Find 5 people who are bullish on the dollar down here. You can't. You can find me. You can find maybe Trader SZ, but no one else was really bullish on the dollar down here. Actually, it was the exact opposite. Everyone was shitting on the dollar, saying it's going to zero and that Bitcoin is going to the fucking moon. And I said, hey, what happens if we do the big old market make or buy model right into here? Bang, 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 bang. And look what's playing out. Right? Looks very similar to that now. We had that big run, boom. Thought we might go a little lower, but that's okay. Very clear uptrend, huge reclaim here, right? On the weekly chart, this is a major reclaim. Now, you do have to be aware that we are into some weekly resistance here now on the dollar. And we have, because this was a market structure break. But what I would be looking for, right? Some people are saying Trader XO was bullish. Trader XO and Trader SZ are the same person. You guys should know that by now. Same person, dudes. Here's what's bullshit, okay? I'm launching a new business, guys. I'll be ready to talk about it very soon. But I'm very excited about it. But I've been working my ass off up so early. 6, 7 a.m. calls, 5 straight hours for this business. Then I got to take the dog to the park, let him swim around. Then I got to feed myself. Psych. My girlfriend made me food, but then I had to eat it. Now I'm streaming. Next thing you know, it's 5 o'clock now. I'm going to go to the gym at 6 o'clock, and it's going to be so goddamn busy, I'm going to want to off myself. The worst time to go to the gym is 5 or 6 o'clock. Okay? Worst time. So shit. I always go. There's all these goddamn children there. God bless them. I wish I worked out when I was fucking 16, 17, 18. But they are the worst. They are the worst people to be at the gym with. The worst, man. They just stand around machines the entire time and just text. And I'm like, are you using this? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, but you've been here for 30 minutes and you've done 1 set. Yeah, it's like the only time to go is early in the morning, man. I swear to God. Dom Owen, DM me on Instagram then. Same handle. Okay, anyways, so big reclaim on the dollar. We are into resistance, but if this reclaim holds, so we could have a pullback on the dollar, right? And then continue. So the time to be uber bullish on the dollar was down here. We are into resistance now. But to me, this reclaim is significant. And when you have the dollar reclaiming this low, what is Bitcoin doing at the same time? Right? So we have dollar reclaiming a low. And we basically, at the exact same time, right here, right? So look at this. Dollar's reclaiming a low. Bitcoin is failing at a high, right? So I know a lot of people talk about, the correlation between the dollar and Bitcoin. Oh, it's not correlated. It is correlated. I've been telling you guys forever. The correlation exists. It's there. It's not obviously always a one-to-one, right? Not always going to be a one-to-one. That being said, there are going to be periods of time when it's extremely correlated. There's going to be periods of time when it's not. The dollar being bullish is not enough of a reason for me to not be bullish on Bitcoin. I don't operate like that, right? It's not enough. It's extra confluence. But when you have the dollar doing this and Bitcoin doing this, to me, it just is a stronger signal than if Bitcoin was just doing this on its own. The fact that Bitcoin is struggling at this high while the dollar was reclaiming the low, that was that extra confluence, okay? So that's when the correlation can be very effective. It's much more effective in other markets, like using the dollar index and then trading Euro USD, much more effective than using the dollar index than when you're trading Bitcoin. Okay, but yeah, dollar's into resistance, but it's in an uptrend. We had a big reclaim. This is a bullish range. If it holds, if it pulls back, I would like to see it hold here and then continue up into these highs. Okay. Obviously, if it is going to roll over and have a deeper pullback, it won't be until it loses 102.40. So it can pull back all the way to here. And if it holds here, I think higher. If we start trading below this range, then I think we can have a larger correction and probably retest this range low. So if we have this larger correction and retest this range low, this is going to be the telling moment, in my opinion, for Bitcoin. Because if the dollar pulls back, retests this range low, and then starts going up again, that's not going to look good for Bitcoin. So we'll have to wait and see. But for now, the dollar is very bullish, but it is into resistance. So keep that in mind, okay? Yo, what up, Kaleo? Or is it Kaleo? I don't know. I'm stupid. I don't know what pronunciation to use, but what up, G? What up, G? Congrats on the weight loss goals, brother. Good to see you crushing it, man. All right, S&P 500. Now, as you guys know, if you're following along in Telegram, you've been watching these videos, we shorted near the top, right? I shorted this 12-hour breaker here, right here. This one. And we held it. We held it all the way down here, and I literally just closed. I just closed the rest of my position today because I do think that this is due for a bit of a bounce. If you look at the 3-day chart, we've been going down hard as fuck. We're coming into a big 3-day order block here. So to me, this was a good location. Obviously, you see here we had the 3-day sweep at the high right there. But now we're into demand. So to me, this was a good place to TP my shorts. And this is an area where, if you're bullish on equities, or if you want to be a bull on equities, this is an area where you'd like to see it find support. So I'm going to be watching this chart over the coming days to see if it gives me any sort of bullish trigger, maybe a run of the low here, and then a reclaim. and that could be a potential long. But this seems to be, an area where if it's going to bounce, weekly order block here, 3-day order block, same level. This is where I would like to see, some support step in. So that was my reasoning for closing. But, this has been in a downtrend on the 12-hour chart now, and still does appear to be quite weak, right? Like this looks kind of meh. Did we run that high? What's the high here? 46.31, 46.34. So yeah, we ran that high. Oops. Ran that high. So if you lose this here, right? If we trade below this and we get a weekly market structure break below this low, this then becomes a huge weekly breaker, bearish breaker. And that to me would be probably the top for a significant period of time. But we'll wait and see. Still too early to tell. But right now we're into demand, right? So a breaker is just a failed order block, but it's an order block until it's not. So we're going to wait and see if this demand is demand before we decide what we do. In terms of setups for Bitcoin, by the way, if you're looking for some sort of day trade, throw on Monday's range, go down to your hourly chart. We just swept Monday's low, right? So if this is going to go up, this is going to go up. It should go up from right here. That should probably be the low. So why don't we take this trade? I'm going to take this trade. I'm such an idiot. I'm literally like, I'm done trading. I'm done trading Bitcoin for a while. And the first thing I do is literally take a long on stream. But why not? It's more fun that way. I'm going to take this long over on Rollbit because I don't have my VPN on and I live in Canada. Let's see here. Stop 29. I'm going to give it a little bit of a looser stop, but all right, I just pulled trigger on this on Rollbit. No LARP. I just entered this. So my bust price is effectively my stop. Okay? So technically I could have made my bust price up here, and the way to do that would have been to increase the leverage, but I'm giving it a bit of wiggle room. So in reality, my stop is quite a bit lower, like right here. But I wouldn't hold this all the way to the bust price anyways. If we trade below here, I'll close it out. But that's how I use Rollbit when I take these trades. Is my bust price is usually around where my stop should be or is going to be. But yeah, there you go. We just took that trade. Hopefully it works, or else I'm going to look pretty fucking stupid, ain't I? Okay, let's start getting into these shitcoins. We haven't even charted a single shitcoin. I'll take a look at the chat here, and then we'll start going through these tickers. It's not a one-to-one, you donkey. Do you not see what I just said? I would close the trade if it went below here. So the setup is 3-to-1. You donkey. You friggin' donut. All right, let's look at the quick chat. Anyone heard of that song, Rich Men North of Richmond, that's blown up? Yeah, I saw that song. It was that redheaded guy singing country about how he's not making enough money and inflation is too high. And then he goes home and he drinks all his sorrows away and it's all the politicians' fault. And I tend to agree. Politicians, scum of the earth. As you mentioned about website for backtested strategy and a timeline that you choose on your last live stream, Jake, has it possible you share it? Yes. I'm in the process of setting up an affiliate deal with them. Not like a ref link and anything. It's literally so you guys can get a discount because it is a paid service using my code. So once I have that, I'll post it in Telegram. Because they're only going to give me a set number of people who can sign up with the code. It's not going to be unlimited. Ape, please, Daddy Main. Okay, I'll add Ape to the list here. I'm assuming you mean this right? Ape dollar. This guy says, good day, good day. What's up, Drew? Unibot, Bitcoin, RLB. Dude, we charted all those last week. We don't need to chart them every single week, but if we have time, I'll do them. I want to get to some of the ones that people post on Twitter. What's up, Nexzilla? He says, what up, bro? Hey, man, my long is underwater. Should I cut? Where was your long idea invalidated? Because if we're not at that level yet, then there's no reason to close, right? You guys, if you can't DM me on Twitter for the Discord link, DM me on Instagram. It's the same tag, @TraderMain, all one word. Dex screener. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Trader JX says, Bitcoin price absolutely exhausting. Imagine trading this BS while equities FX have cleaner setups. I agree, brother. I agree. Meanwhile, I'm just taking a long on Bitcoin because I'm a donkey. Our main and neck all the same person. The neck has a mind of its own, brother. Has a mind of its own. Bro, exactly. There's always 4 or 5 of them, and they're fucking ganged up. Ganged up. They're fucking recording themselves do one set every 30 minutes. Okay. I'm going to look at some of the ones. What's up over here on Twitch? What's up, guys? Trudenomics. God damn it. What's up, Leo? Okay. I'm going to look at some of the... Hayden, sent you a DM about Prime a year ago. Send me another one, Hyan. I get a lot of DMs. Kaleo wants to know when NEC token is dropping. Bro, if I could fucking get NEC token and have all of the supply and people just bought it up to infinity and I could sell it all and make $1 bazillion, I absolutely would. 100% would. No doubt in my mind would. Okay. Let's look at Twitter here. We're going under the tweet. Okay, so... Oh my God, this guy says this coin's 50K market cap. I feel uncomfortable. Charting that. Peso. Oh God. So it begins. I mean, is this what it is? Is this the correct one? Let's see if they're any different. No, they're the exact same. Okay. Teso, again, don't know what this is, guys, obviously. To me, big old range here. I would like to buy lower. So if it comes back down around this area, that is quite a drop, but obviously this is a shitcoin and that can absolutely happen. Here it went down 60% before legging up again. But that's where I'd be interested in longing based on the 12-hour chart down in this zone. Right? If you go on a lower time frame, the H4 doesn't really give you much to work with here. Let's see. H1. Yeah, so the hourly actually is broken market structure here. So we could see a correction on this. But personally, not interested in longing this thing until it's back around 800 in whatever denomination of whatever currency this is, for fuck's sakes. Uni Chad. Okay. Take a look. I mean, I don't really know. It's up 700%. Just in the last day, it's up 100%. So these, like, again, like charting this how I trade, right? Like I'm going to say, hey, I don't really want to buy this unless it retests some demand, you know, down here, maybe this fair value gap, right? Like I would buy it. I would buy a test of this, right? But sometimes when these things are in these super hard uptrends, the only way to get involved is to go on the lower time frame, right? You can't you're not necessarily going to be able to get an entry always on the H12. Now, that being said, if you look at Unibot, which one was it? Where did we chart it? Was it here? What one did we chart? Here. Okay, so, I mean, first of all, God damn it, pain. But here, I fucking set an alert on this one. Remember? I set an alert here, and I said if it comes down here, I'm going to buy it. Didn't buy it. Now, this is a perfect example because you can see just this one candle, price nuked 20% in one candle, and it was very brief and it was very quick. So when I point out areas like this, you know, it's not necessarily going to come back here, but sometimes it can in some sort of quick spike, like I just showed you on Unibot, and sometimes you can get a crazy fill. So it's worth setting alerts at these areas because these are areas where I would be interested based on the high time frame. Now, if you're trying to trade this thing, you know, right now, and you're like, how do I get in the next trade? Like, what's the next trade? Well, to me, okay, we've now just put in a new hourly low here, and you have an hourly high. So I'd want to see it come back, you know, into this area. If it's extremely bullish, right? I would like to see it come back into here and not trade lower than this low, right? I'd like this low to ideally stay intact. And then you can play this on a smaller time frame range because again, like from here to here is a 10 to 15% drop, whereas to that 12-hour zone, we're talking 40 to 50%. So on the coins that are going extremely vertical and trending extremely hard, if you're trying to get on board, the only way you're going to be able to see the trend is on the lower time frame. You're not going to be able to see the trend on the weekly. It's just green candles on the weekly, right? On the 3-day, nothing, right? On the 12-hour even, there's not much here to do until it gets some sort of significant correction. Even if it's going to get a significant correction, we don't know, right? So you need to zoom in effectively if you want to find a way to get in on some of these super hard trending coins and you think they're going to still go higher for whatever reason. This one is called Solana, but it's not Solana. Is it any of these? Is it this? It's definitely this, you fucking donkeys. Leave it to you guys to find a more ridiculous coin than the Harry Potter one. Solana. So this is called Barbie Crash Bandicoot RFK 888 Inu. Jesus Christ. How am I supposed to explain what I do to my parents at fucking Thanksgiving dinner? Oh, yeah, mom, dad, I'm doing some very important analysis on some very serious financial instruments like Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, Barbie Crash Bandicoot, RFK 888 Inu. Stuff's really the future of finance. And I'm the one charting it every week. Absolute dumpster divers. This guy says there's a coin called Voldemort Trump Robotnik 69 Pepe. Fuck you. You know? Okay, this one, very simple. 12-hour range, 12-hour demand down here. If it comes down here, it's got a big correction here already in this last candle. If it comes down to this area, this is where I'd want to see support. Big run up, full retrace, huge bounce. So if we get a pullback, I can't even see the prices here. The coin is so shitty, there's no data. But this would be the area where I would look, right? And this is similar to the Harry Potter one that I did, right? Like it was very hard to chart, but I eventually cannot find it. Excuse me, that was so rude. I'm sorry. Here we go. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, right? We did the same thing here. It's the same shit. This thing is still going. Just disgusting. So like perfect example is right here, right? So you have your 12-hour range and you have your demand, right? And it just didn't come that deep. It came close, but just didn't come that deep. So you didn't get filled. Whereas here, right? You know, you would have gotten filled on this pullback. This one just wasn't deep enough. So same idea here. Down there, I'd be interested. Otherwise, you know, not touching it for now. This one is Bitcoin spelled backwards. Oh my God. Neoktib. Oh my God. I hate that all of these exist. And like all of them are going up. That's the craziest part. Is these are such fucking shitty shit coins, yet Bitcoin is doing nothing, and fucking these coins are all fucking going up. It's crazy, hey? Anyways, this one, I don't love the chart. Don't really have much to go on. Nothing here. Nothing. You could argue, you know, this is your range. And, you know, but there's, I don't know, like this is kind of the order block. I don't know. It's kind of ugly. I would say maybe, yeah, like maybe you use this as your demand, this breaker. So this one, you know, kind of on support right now. I don't know. Yeah, would want to see maybe some sort of bullish structure form within this zone. This is already the hourly chart, though, keep in mind. But big move up, pulling back, it's into demand. You have a bullish range on the higher time frame. So I would wait and see. But this is an area where could be interesting. Could be interesting. Now, one thing that worries me, like for sure, is the fact that Bitcoin's price action is kind of dull. We're failing to break higher. But shitcoins are going crazy. Right? Shitcoin's going crazy. And Bitcoin not really doing shit. So that's always a concern. Always a concern. Yeah, I'm gonna my next stream, guys, that I do for the shitcoin series, I will use a different platform, maybe Dex Screener, because that seems to be the one you are all suggesting. But I will use a different platform for the charting, because my understanding obviously is that a lot of these shitcoins, they're not just gonna TradingView's not gonna have the data to give me the right chart. I really don't think shitcoin's even going crazy relatively, I suppose, with these market caps so low. I mean, listen, but there's volatility, right? Yeah, a lot of these are rugs. They're pump and dumps. They're going to be gone in a week. But there's money cycling through this category of the market right now, right? You usually have your majors, mid caps, your low caps, then you get down to the shit coins. Usually that's the end of a bull cycle is when the shit coins start getting all the volatility and the money is flowing there. Because what are the odds that the money being made here is flowing into Bitcoin? Probably pretty low. But again, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. Why do you guys pick the same coins? Like a bunch of people are asking for Caspa. Every time I see this one, I think it's Moon Carl's coin. And then I want it to go to 0, but I guess it's different. I mean, this one, look at this. Is this from a shitcoin summer stream? It is. Oh my fucking god, I done it again. This is totally from a shitcoin summer stream. Why, bro? This is what I'm saying, dog. Okay. Remember this? Back in June, I fucking remember this vividly now. I said, oh yeah, run this low into here. Go up. How high did this go? $250% in a month and a half. And I've been fucking twiddling my fucking thumbs trading Bitcoin. Painful, bro. Painful. I don't know why I always do this to myself. I don't know why I don't just fucking set alerts on some of these goddamn coins and actually put some money behind these calls. That's annoying, man. That's why I called this video Professional Bag Fumbler, guys. Because I've been fumbling these bags like it's no one's business. Like it is no one's business. This guy's asking for odd JPY. That's not a shitcoin, my guy. Okay, so I mean here, listen, we made a new all-time high here. The concern is that this thing's going to cool off. It's been going straight up. Like, look at the last time it went straight up. It had a huge correction. It's going vertical again. So, I mean, if you're in this thing, this demand needs to hold. Because if this demand fails, it's 30% to the next demand. If that demand fails, it's another 50% down to the original consolidation. So, that would be my two levels. Like, trading something like this that has a previous all-time high, right? And then it has this order block right there. To me, this is your key zone. You do not want, if this thing is going to make another leg higher, right? You do not want to see us spend any significant time below this old high. Like if this is a breakout, it needs to break the fuck out and continue going up. What's a good example of this? I mean, listen, it's fucking Bitcoin, right? If this was going to continue to go higher, it needed to stay above this old all-time high, right? As soon as it started holding below there, get the fuck out, right? Exact same thing here. If it's holding below this old high and not going up, get the fuck out. Try and reload lower. Because if it's going to break out, it should not trade significantly for any period of time, in my opinion, below this old high. All right. So Caspa, another fucking. We've got Caspa, we've got Unibot, we've got Harry Potter, Obama Sonic Inu. All bags fumbled. Fumbled. We're on a fucking roll. Killer. Awesome. Fun. Super fun. Love these streams. So fun. Love charting shit and then it working out and me not owning any of it. So fun. So fucking fun. Yeah, so many of these coins are fucking just trash. Let's look at Ape. This guy asked for Ape. I don't know, bro. I would say find different coins to chart. This thing looks terrible. Okay. There's a weekly SFP there. Right? So go down. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe it holds here. Like this raid candle is what you would use. You'd want to see this hold on the 12 hour. So if this thing's going to go up, right, like it should go up from right here. But looking at this look at this chart on the weekly. Why are you even trading this? Right? And think of all the people who are holding this shit from way fucking higher. Just praying to get out. There's so many charts that look way less shitty than this one that you could focus on, in my opinion. But if you're a bag holder and you're praying to get out, or you're actually interested in trading this, which I don't know why you would be, this is a pretty big sweep down here below the range lows. So I would want to see this zone hold if this is going to trade higher. But this looks awful. And I feel very sorry for anyone who owns this thing above $10, because I have a feeling you're probably never getting your money back. They had to buy to mint other worlds too. Well, how's that going? Listen, there's nothing I love more than seeing NFT bros struggle, because they're like the new altcoin bag holders from the last cycle, right? So the last cycle, we had these altcoin guys, right, who were like, my coin is the future of finance. My coin is different. My coin's not going away. When in reality, their coin didn't do anything, didn't deliver on anything, and it ended up just going down for basically ever, never seeing all-time highs again, and people just getting their souls and wallets crushed. And there was a cockiness about these guys because they, their coin went up so much in the bull run, and then now it's not. And some of them learned and took the lessons and, started becoming, traders or just investors that didn't marry their bags. Others did not. They went down with the ship and they died in the wreckage, right? Now, NFTs, to me, altcoins with pictures, they don't really have any utility, in my opinion, unless you're literally Campai Pandas, where you can actually do shit like go to karate combat fights, UFC fights, football games. There's some utility in your NFT, but what these other NFTs do, I don't fucking know. I don't think anything. What does a Bored Ape do other than get you to a party in New York full of dudes? A Punk, because it's kind of an OG one, kind of has that image aspect to it, being like, yo, I own a fucking picture that's, it's like a piece of art, I guess. I can see the art argument being like, hey, my Punk is, but a lot of these new NFTs, they're never coming back. Bored Apes, maybe a blue chip, maybe will come back and do well. But a lot of these NFTs are going to be dusted forever. They're never going to go back to the high floor prices that they used to have. And it's fun to see, these NFP bros get a little bit of humble pie. Because some of the communities are fucking awful. Awful. Bro, low-key a comedian. Bro, I would be high-key a comedian if someone would pay me for it. My God, I would love to just stream. I would love to do streams like fucking KSI and shit. And just watch videos and shoot the shit and joke around, as opposed to fucking talking about charts, trying to give non-financial advice about fucking serious financial instruments like, Barbie Crash Bandicoot, RFK 888 Inu, and Darth Vader, Trump, JFK 9/11 Inu. I made that last one up, but it sounds believable. The utility is evading the SEC, exactly. Okay, this guy, I mean, listen, this thing's pumped as soon as we started talking about it. Did this one too? Like, maybe this shit's gonna pump because a bunch of donkeys are buying it now. I don't know. So you're saying there's a chance it goes back 20. Exactly. Okay, this guy says, Maine, I'm a bag holder of Merit Circle. Since I bought it at $10 a coin, is it showing any signs of strength? Well, here's the beautiful thing about Merit Circle. I'm going to tell you a few things. As I realize I don't fucking know the cash tag here. It's just MC. USDT. Okay, so here's the beauty of Merit Circle. Number one, okay? Your boy Maine is a fucking massive bag holder as well, okay? So I got in the Merit Circle pre-sale through my friends, and they're like, dude, you got to get into this. You got to get into this token. It's the future of GameFi or some shit. I'm like, whatever. So I write the check. And then this thing fucking launches, and it's trading at like $10, and I'm doing the mental math. I'm like, holy shit, I'm rich. But my shit is locked up for 4 goddamn years. So I saw it at $10 too, bro. And I'm locked the fuck up. So the good news is I'm right there with you, brother. I have a huge bag of this. I bought a shitload of this, and it's locked for 4 years. Some of it has vested, but not a meaningful amount, like less than it's vesting monthly for like another fucking 40 months. Okay. So a long time. But my understanding is they've got a huge treasury. Obviously, you've got some big names on Twitter like Pentoshi pushing it. That can't hurt. But yeah, it doesn't look good right now. I'll do you one better. I mean, it looks like shit. Now, it is up 100% in the last month. So that's a good thing, right? But what's, sobering is being like, well, if you bought it anywhere up here, it could go up 2,000%. Like, for it to get back to $10 from where it's at right now, it's got to go up 3,000% to get back to $10. So if you own a bag from $10, I pray it goes back to $10, because then I'm going to be fucking stoked, assuming it's, I get my fucking tokens. But it's down a lot, right? And if you bought it up here, ouchie wawa, brother. It's up 100% in the last month. That's great. But if you own it from fucking a few dollars, you're so far underwater. You're like the Titan submissible, brother. It's fucking over. I'm not saying it can't go back to $10. I would love for it to go back to $10 by the time I have all of my fucking shit vested. But that's a very, 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 very long ways away. Extremely long, brother. So, does it look potentially bottomed? Maybe, right? Like, the concern is that, what we're seeing here is just like one of these, right? Little pop-ups before full retrace back down. But, listen, if you go to the monthly, okay, You take this last monthly order block right here, pull that out. So this is where we're in right now. You can see prices rejecting. We also have this SFP here on the monthly. So if this thing's bullish, it needs to start holding and break. I'd just say 50 cents. That's the easy number right there. Okay. Put that on 50. Close enough. It needs to start trading above there, right? It needs to start trading above this OB. And then it could have a, 40% move to the next area of resistance. And if it's able to get above $1, that's when I think there's a good chance that it, starts getting interesting again, because the next resistance isn't until $2. But for now, it's got to get above kind of 48 cents here before it's got a chance of going up closer to $1. But $10, my brother, that is a long road. That's a long way away. I'm not saying it can't get there. Maybe it will one day. Maybe they start delivering some awesome shit this next bull run with all that money they have in treasury. But break even on a $10 bag is a long way away, and we got a lot of work to do before we get anywhere near there. Sorry, brother. The only reason I go all in is because I see things at all-time lows and sell when it goes up 20-30%. Here's the problem, Triton. You don't know it's all-time lows. You don't know. You're guessing that it's all-time lows. Or maybe you're doing some TA, but you don't know that those are the all-time lows. The all-time lows could be temporary. Could go lower. You should never go all in. You should never go all in my opinion, right? But by all means, if you're buying shit cheap and you're flipping it for 20-30%, you keep doing you, brother. Was BTC long you took 1-to-1 hedge to you're short, you're still holding? No, not at all. This is a scalp. Anytime I trade Monday's range, it is a scalp. So on this, I'm risking $7,000, which is like 0.5 R. Usually I risk anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000 on a trade. That's kind of 1% to 2% usually for me, just based on how much money I'll keep on a trading account these days. But yeah, I'm risking $7,000, and that's if it goes all the way down. Remember, my bust price is down here. So I would lose $7,000 if it went down here. I would cut well before then. So if it goes down to here, I'll be down, maybe $2,000 or $3,000. So that's a scalp. Is okay. I only bought MC at $10 per coin with just low 6 figs. Ouchie wawa, brother. So your low 6 figs is now worth like low 3 figs? I don't know. 4 figs? Ouchie wawa. Lou Traitress says, stop looking at me. I'm naked, bro. I fucking am looking, and I like what I see. I like what I see a lot, Lou. All right. CBOT, please. Trader NJ, SZ, and XO all bought bags. All right, let's look at CBOT. Why didn't they reach out to their boy, Trader Main, and tell him to buy a bag? What the fuck? Okay, well, I wish you would have told me to look at this thing fucking yesterday, because now it's up 500%. So what do you want me to do with this information? Where's the hot tip for Trader Main? Here. How come no one's giving me the tip here? They're giving me the tip here. I need the tip at the lows, not the tip at the highs. Okay? Jazzer says 3K, you poor. No, I'm not poor. I'm just taking a fucking scalp while on stream. But I'm happy to compare some numbers with you there, Jazer. You want to do that? You want to DM me your account balances, bank account balances, what kind of cars you drive? You own any property? You got any watches? I'll go tit for tat. More than happy to, brother. More than happy to. We'll see who's poor. I have a feeling it's going to be you, but I'm more than happy to be surprised. You like the tip at the highs? Man, I only like the tip when it's at the lows. Everybody knows this. No one wants the tip at the highs. Give me the tip at the right time. Exactly. Sir, I gave you Harry Potter Obama Sonic Inu at the low of the day you charted it. Yeah, but I didn't buy, so you need to do better. Not only do you need to give me the tip at the lows, okay, you need to also make sure that I actually follow through and I buy it. Okay, Jazer, now he's moving the goalpost. He says, yeah, let's go, but you have to consider my age. Let's go, bitch. So basically what you're saying is you're poor, but you want me to amp up your numbers or give you an excuse because you're young. That's what you're saying from the sounds of it. But feel free, DM me, bro. We'll take a look. And I'll give you a pass because of your age. Man, can you just close your long instead of taking a stop loss? You can send 3K to me. Maybe next time, brother. I mean, this Jazzer69 guy seems to be pretty rich. Maybe he should just send you the 3K. Why don't you send him the 3K, brother? Mr. Moneybags over here. Okay, this guy's asked me to chart near about 50 fucking times. So we'll take a look. Aw, Jazzer, come on, bro. Says, you ain't a bitch. I'm just joking. I love you. I love you too, man, but come on, do better. Okay. Nguyen. You asked me to chart this about 30 times. Why? What is interesting to you about this chart? You tell me. Of all the charts out there in existence, do you not think there's some that look better than this? Right? Like, this looks like shit. Again, like, this is like merit circle. Like, for this thing to get back to all-time high, it's got to do 1,500%. Right? For anyone who bought it since 2022, so the start of 2022, it's got to do a 400% just to get back to anyone who bought it in 2022 to be even close to break even. Right? No one who's bought this coin basically in the last 2.5 years is in profit. So again, like, what does this coin do? What did they say they were going to do? Did they do any of it? Is there any utility whatsoever? What are the chances there's a bunch of bag holders waiting to sell this closer to break even than they are right now? And why would you be interested in this coin? What do they have planned? Are they launching something crazy as opposed to some new shit that doesn't have bag holders, isn't already marred by having failed to do anything in the last bull run? You know what I mean? Near looks like it's an accumulation. Wait for the tail end. Maybe. I mean, maybe this is accumulation. I don't know. But again, there's so many coins that don't have this shit above them. Overhead supply. So you could argue that, sure, we ran below that low. Now we're holding here. I would not really be interested in touching this until it got above here. If it gets above 160 to 170, right? If it gets above here, then maybe I'd be interested in some long exposure. But there's charts that look better, you know? Charts that look better. It retested yearly open. Okay. Like, is this the yearly open is here? Yeah, I mean, I have that level basically. Okay. I mean, yeah, maybe there's a setup here, bro. Like, let's look. So it came all the way down, retested this zone. But to me, At least on the H12, this is like a bearish range. I don't know. I don't know what your setup is. Just retesting the yearly open. Is that just what you're doing? You're buying it on a retest of the yearly open, maybe? What's up, Exit Liquidity Capital? Good morning, bro. So I don't know. I don't know what your setup is, but yes, it retested the yearly open. But the chart on the high time frame looks horrendous, and I would need to see something bullish for him here on the H12 for me to be interested. So run of this low, reclaim of that high, then maybe I'm interested. If it can trade above here, then I would target into there. But otherwise, not interested. We can look at Solana. I mean, this has been my chart on Solana for a while. Come down, retest this level, bounce. Very nice. I don't know where these levels are from. Weekly. Yeah, I like this level, right? So, I mean, I like this level on Solana here. Weekly order block. Or breaker block. So, I like that it's tagged that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess you'd want to see it hold here, kind of. It's going to go higher. But I don't know. Do I like Solana as a coin? I mean, I know like Ansem is like Giga Solana bull, you know, and I can understand why to an extent. But do I know if this is going to go to new all-time highs again? I don't know. But what I do like about this chart, right? We have a monthly SFP into here, okay? Monthly SFP into the weekly OB. So to me, that's a strong signal. Now what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a weekly market structure break above this high right here. So I'd like to see the weekly candle at some point close through there. If that happens, the next pullback, in my opinion, load up the fucking bus. You know, the weekly SFP, the monthly SFP, excuse me, it gives you this weekly breaker. So this is as long as we're holding above this box right here, which we've just touched into, you know, I think this can go higher. So that would be kind of my invalidation if I'm a Solana bull is this is your support area, right? And your invalidation is below there. Mean, you'll like Tomo, I promise. You promise, bro? Don't let me down. Don't let me down, bro. Here we go. You ready? I charted this last week. Yeah, we charted this last week or at some point. I don't remember when. I hated this wick. Maybe I charted this in Discord. I don't know. But just kind of gone sideways. But I do think that this is, again, right, based on that range from this high, this low to this high, this is where it should find support. So you would want to see it hold this area right here. Just put in a 12-hour SFP on that daily close there. So you'd want to see it hold here, in my opinion. When more travel vlogs. If I go somewhere cool that's worth vlogging, I will do it. All the trips I've gone on have been for weddings and bullshit. But if you want more of me, I've been posting a lot more on Instagram lately, stories and pictures and things like that, because we've got to clean up the Forex gurus on Instagram. You think the grifters are bad on Twitter? Forex is fucked on Instagram. The grifters, the grifting. So I'm trying to take over. Your boy's trying to take over, and he'd appreciate your support over there. Thank you, bro. Yeah, the reels are good. The editor's the GOAT, man. All right. I'm going to look at 2 more coins. One of them is Pepe. Everybody loves this fucking coin. Now my E key is broken. So my M key. Of course, when you guys are watching, it works. There you go. You can see it. It occasionally skips one. And my E key is now doing it too. This is like a fucking expensive ass Glorious Core keyboard. I bought it because it looks sick and got good reviews, and it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. You know what? I'm going to also look at, because someone asked this, I'm going to look at odd JPY. I know it's not shitcoin, but it is kind of a shitcoin when you think about it. Because Australia and Japan, their currencies, who really gives a fuck? How much does the editor charge for real? I pay him monthly, full time. He works for me and he works for Rookie. Don't eat over the keyboard. How did you know that I eat over my keyboard? Are you watching me through my webcam? Is that you? Okay, and I'll look at one other coin. Let's see here. Japan owns most of the U.S. debt. Good thing I'm Canadian. Right? You won't trap me. You won't trap me, brother. Ugh, I don't want to go to the gym at 6 o'clock, man. I'm going to be surrounded by fucking tic-tackers. Fucking, and there's this powerlifting club at my gym. I'm sorry I'm getting off on a tangent here, but like there's this powerlifting club. And like, listen, I'm all for powerlifters, bro. Get your deadlifts up, okay? I used to powerlift. Not as intense as these guys, but like these are like the guys and girls. Some of these girls are fucking huge, so if any of them are watching, don't beat me up. But like they're like chalk, wrist straps, belt, knee fucking knee brace, elbow fuck, like they're fucking loaded with gear. They're also probably on gear, some of them. And they get all this shit going. They put on all their shit. They fucking do up their belt. They're like, ooh. They're fucking crushing chicken and rice. Okay? And then they fucking do 1 rep. And then they stop. And then they undo it all and they sit down for like 10 minutes. It's like, come on, man. And like they're doing all that. They're doing all that to lift like 100 pounds more than I'm lifting, and I'm going in there without even stretching. Like, come on, bro. What's my dream car? I don't know. I don't know if I have a dream car. I really wanted an Audi R8, and I was gonna buy one. But it's just not practical, right? I live in Canada. It snows here. It's winter and shitty weather more than half the year. So having like a 2-seater sports car like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or an R8, it just doesn't make sense. So I got the RS5 because it's just more practical, right? It's got, 4 doors. I can put golf clubs in it. I can put snowboard in it. I can go up to the ski hill, things like that. It's better, just more practical car. But my goal for the next little bit here is I'm going to buy either like a Land Rover or a G-Wagon. And then that's going to be my daily driver. And then I'm going to buy a supercar. probably either a Lambo or a McLaren. And that will be my, simple's the wrong word. That will be my, special occasion driver, weekend, nice days, things like that. At what point in your trading social media career did you change IRL Insta to Trader Main? I have a separate Insta for my personal life, and then I have my Trader Main one. Okay, so let's look at Pepe. I don't know what chart has the best history. Yeah, so like Pepe, for example. This is exactly where you want it to bounce from. Right here. Maybe it takes another stab lower, and then it tags this breaker. Right, so you have this up move that took out this low and traded away. So we could come down to here and then go up. But if we get some sort of bullish setup in here on the H1, I think it would be worth a punt. The risk with Pepe and coins like it, right, is just so unbelievably volatile. Having tight stops can really fuck you. But this is an area of interest for me, for sure, on Pepe. So we're at the lower part of this range. I would like to see some support here. If not, I would then be looking, down here, which is another, 10% lower. Okay. Odd JPY. Very nice. Cool. So we got this major break of this high, swing high, gets broken, bang. Okay. So on the highest time frames here, right? This is the monthly. I know that box is huge. Don't worry. We're not going to use it. Just doing some top-down analysis here. Okay. So I like this as the weekly range. Like this is your weekly range. Then on the H12, bang, bang. Like this is the H12 range here. So kind of in the middle right now. H12 range is bullish. H12 range is bullish, and we're rejecting from right here. So I'd like to see a move down below these lows, right? And then maybe some sort of bullish PA to form down there. But I don't have a setup where we are on this right now. Yeah, I really like the McLaren 720S. So sick. What's up, Blackhawks? How you doing, bro? The 765 is like a race car. Not that the 720S isn't fast, right? But like we're talking. Like this thing is fucking nuts. I mean, it's fucking insane. They're all insane. I really like McLaren. Really do. All right, guys. Yeah, I just looked up. I'm thinking of the is it the P1, the one that's got like the crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking of the P1. The P1 is like a fucking race car. Like, oh my god, they're all fucking nuts. Same main. I'm getting a McLaren next year, 2025. Buy me one too, brother. Don't buy British cars. Wasn't planning on it, but good to know. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm in that Bitcoin trade. Small risk, literally just Monday's range. That's the entire setup is just literally this. Okay, ran Monday's low, SFP'd it. I'm entering. Stop at that SFP. That's it. It's not based on anything else. Porsche 911 GT RS3, also very sick. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd appreciate likes, comments, all that kind of stuff. Really helps with the algorithm. So like the video, leave comments, interact with my stuff, rewatch old videos. That interview with Kyle from Friday, super good. Definitely worth rewatching. We'll definitely do a part 2 where we actually go through some charts. But yeah, if you want to support me, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, obviously, on YouTube. Interact with all my content across all those platforms. Use the links in the descriptions, ref links, partners, things like that. That's the best way to support me. If you're interested in more from me, you can find me in the Haven. You can find me in my Telegram. It's my pinned tweet. It's completely free. Also, my free Discord, which is on my website with instructions how to join. But that's it, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Likes and comments are appreciated. I will be back with another stream. What day is it today? Tuesday. So Thursday, we'll do a markets with mainstream. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Love y'all. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Peace out.